Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody is doing okay. Welcome to Hood Action News. We're your hosts. I'm Gigi.
I'm AE.
And I hope y'all all doing okay today. Look, we're going to get into this mess with Doja Cat. So Doja Cat, I'm sorry for the pause. Every 3 months or so, like clockwork, Doja Cat is always in some shit. She's saying some shit. It's just she doesn't know when to calm down and relax and just make her music and just shut up. Basically, she's just doing some really stupid shit again. And I don't believe in Illuminati, but I do believe that a lot of these celebrities do be out here selling their soul, and once you do, honey, you're gonna have to pay on the back end. It may not be now, it may be in the back end, it may be on the front end, but baby, you're gonna have to pay. So Doja Cat got this tattoo. Now, it's a tattoo. I'm looking at this thing right now. It's a tattoo. It's a demon. It's got the hooves. It's naked. Oh my God, I don't got my glasses on. So she says, if you call me demonic, honestly work, cause like I love that you ate for real, which don't make no sense, and she need to stop saying that type of stuff, cause I'm not gonna take her seriously. So it's like this little demon, and it's got scales on it, and titties hanging out. It just looks bad, and Even her TikTok has a demonic symbol on it, like the Satan on it. So people are telling her, look, what the hell's going on with this tattoo? She's like, yeah, slay girl, yes, honestly work. I'm just gonna be honest, like I know some people are like, oh, you don't bring religion into it and whatnot, but no. Like, you are basically seriously putting out here the fact that you out here worshiping something. You just don't get a tattoo of a demon like that and not like be okay with it. This is weird. This is weird. And let's be honest, Doja has been losing her mind for the past couple of months. This is not the first. This ain't the second time. She's done it multiple times. And I can't take her seriously. She's always in some shit. What do you think about this mess, sis?
So the whole time I was just giving out deep Negro sighs because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, and I'm just like, did Azalea get into her and Nikki? Because Azalea been quiet. She hasn't been saying much lately. But yeah, these two out here are doing the absolute most. And I'm like, So everybody just going to ignore all this, but yet everybody went into a frenzy when Azalea was killing the chickens up in her closet. But Doja out here doing all this crazy stuff, no one got nothing to say. Okay, I see how it is. And y'all try to act like colorism ain't real. Yes, it is. Because people can get away with stuff that others can't because of the color of their skin. And Doja is one of them. Because when she was dropping the F-bomb that's very derogatory, no one said nothing about it. When Azalea did, they got on her and she apologized. But no, they didn't do that to Doja, though.
And the fact that Doja was in a whole white supremacy chat room, did y'all not forget about this? Did anybody forget that she did this? Like, this is...
Or that song she was talking about, Didn't Do Nothing... That was pretty much, rednecks that were making fun of black people who went to jail for wrong reasons. And it's like, oh, didn't do nothing. That's what they used to say. So people didn't forget about that too.
Like, Doja has been doing a lot, sliding by with a lot of shit. And she thinks she gonna slide with this shit. I'm like, nah, sis. Like, you just can't just get, like, a demonic tattoo and expect nobody not to say nothing, sis. This shit is weird. You have children, young people listening to your music. Someone's going to say something. You can't just let this slide. Like, you done sold, she sold her soul.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I finished. You go ahead.
And also, don't forget how she tried to downplay the air clap, talking about, "Oh, it ain't that serious. Have your kids go out and play." Girl, what?
Um,
Ugh.
oh, I'm sorry. I dropped in at the wrong time. So I can't get, what's the topic today? I'm so sorry, y'all.
We're talking about Doja Cat and
Doja Cat.
yeah, she talking about that she got a demonic tattoo. It's posted in the chat, in the
Uh,
mod chat. Go look at it.
okay. Okay.
And like I'm just gonna say allegedly, like the girl looked like she'd been on some stuff too, because the way she be acting on her lives and shit. Like this girl got when she did like a cow shit, that was cute. But soon as she started making some bread, started getting famous, this girl done lost her mind.
Yep, another one bit the dust because yeah, I used to listen to her stuff on her. She had this little YouTube that she would drop snippets and stuff of her songs before she got big. I'm like, okay, I can like this. It's something different. But like you said, as soon as she came famous, all that just went out the window. She don't know how to act no more.
She really don't. I hope she don't.
Okay.
I hope she don't have no kids at
Okay.
all.
I
That's
looked
the
at
last thing all need.
I took a look at the tattoo and oh, yeah, interesting. Well, I can't say that she didn't sell her soul. Mm,
Yeah, like this. I'm sorry, people like to downplay that this is my 10 hat. Not really that. There's a lot of demons in the music industry because
Mm-hmm.
music is the fastest way to connect to millions of folks. And what better way to spread evil through music?
Right,
right.
because you can send subliminal messages through music, and the way you can get through it through people, through the young people, because young people are the most vulnerable and their minds are susceptible and they open up to hear certain stuff like that. So they're gonna, be a little bit more like, oh, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna listen to it, and it's gonna be okay. For instance, Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert ain't slick. Like you're
Oh my
weird.
goodness.
You're weird. Like, why are you doing this? Like, stop. Like, it's obvious. It's just so obvious. And then they try to turn around and be like, oh, it's not obvious. Yeah, I'm just playing around. It's a joke. No, you're not playing. If it was a joke, you really wouldn't put this much energy out here about you worshiping the devil.
Right. Trying they try to make it seem like they do it for clout so people can talk about them and all that type of stuff. No, no, I don't think so. I feel like y'all just trying to really say it, but not say it at the same time. But y'all just want to make all these excuses. Oh, they doing it for clout because they know people gonna talk, and oh, it's just jokes and all that type of stuff. No, I believe that.
I believe it too.
Mhm.
And look at Doja Cat. Like, she has gotten in so much stuff since she came out. I don't know what to do. The chat room, the homophobic slur, just all this stuff. And then the fact that she doesn't like her black side. Of course, she was raised by a white woman. And then, she does all this weird shit. Like, we understand you're weird and quirky. There's nothing wrong with that. You could do that. But now you're just doing shit just to get attention. I'm like, you ain't got to do all that, sis. We see you.
She doesn't know who she is. I feel like that's the reason is she got an identity crisis and she just going through whatever to try to find herself and it ain't working.
I don't even recognize the homegirl no more. I Ever since
Yeah.
like a cow, I'm like, who is this girl? Like, this is a totally different individual. And then the fact that a 17-year-old a 17-year-old child said something to you, it wasn't even inappropriate. You get mad and you start calling this boy out of his name. Noah Schnaps, the little boy from Stranger Things. You jumped in this boy email and said hook him up with the guy that played Eddie. You said hook him up, and he's just like, what? Don't you have a boyfriend? Don't you have a boyfriend already? And you got mad at a child. You got mad at a whole child. Like, you're weird. You're
That
weird.
girl be she be having 3 or 4 different boyfriends every 2 to 3 business days.
I don't know about that. The last boyfriend I seen her have was that white boy.
Yeah, that was the last boyfriend I saw that she claimed.
Yeah, she had.
Uh,
Other than that, I don't even like really keep up with her boyfriends like that because she really is private about her relationships, though. To be honest,
yeah.
that's the only thing that she's private about. I'm surprised she's private about that.
Dang.
And then she gets on Twitter talking about I quit music, and I'm like, Doja, no one cares.
Exactly. Like you one day you say you quit, the next day, oh, I got a new album that's coming out, it's in the works and all that type of stuff. Like either way, we don't care.
You really don't. And the only reason she said that because she was trying to get some attention, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to do pop music no more." Girl, it's the only thing you're kind of good at is pop music. Let's just keep it 100.
Like at this point, if you want yo on top of a hill, who cares?
Like that's your choice, sis. Like that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now you saying that, oh, I want to focus on rap. Okay. I'm just like you and Nikki, y'all best friends supposedly because y'all be in each other DMs. Azalea, like you said, sis, Azalea must have got to them because they scramble around trying to catch crumbs at this moment. Here Nicki Minaj trying to get with Ice Spice and shit, probably gonna ruin her career in 6 months. And here Doja Cat trying to scramble and put demonic tattoos on her, trying to get a whole album together. Like, girl, stop. Please stop. You look sad, sis. Oh my goodness, this music industry is just full. Everybody's crazy at this point.
Like really, like all this for some music that they ain't even be selling a lot of the times. A lot of the time, these album sales come out. It's just like you did all that, and this is the best you can do,
sweetie.
Exactly.
And Chloe too.
Oh, let's not forget about Chloe. How her and Pieces albums only sold 12K.
Yep. And she did all that with Chris Brown and Future for what?
And that's her own fault. Like, I understand you young and you experimenting and stuff, but you trying too hard with your sexuality and shit. Like, sis, we get it. You're doing too much. And you can't get mad. You can't get mad at nobody but yourself. So
I didn't like how they was trying to put it on Beyonce. No, she has her own work to do. Beyonce got hers. I'm pretty sure Beyonce made it very clear in the beginning how this was going to work. So
exactly. And people were saying, how Beyonce didn't promote her own albums like Renaissance and shit like that. Oh, okay, this woman got brand deals, business deals all around the world.
The woman got 3 kids. It's not her responsibility to look after Chloe and Halle. They grown women. That's not her responsibility. Yes, they're her proteges, but that's it. Oh my goodness, these fans are weird.
People, a lot of people, they have, signed under artists and they don't get on them like that. Like they didn't get on Travis Scott for not not supporting, pretty much pushing Don Toliver's album out there. It did well, but yeah, I'm like, people do that all the time. They don't help them. They give them opportunity to work under them. But yes, as for how everything turns out, that's on the artist.
Right. Like y'all can't blame Beyonce for Chloe's album flopping. Like, yeah, she experimented, but she made a lot of mistakes, stupid mistakes. And yeah, like whose fault is that? Like she's in her early 20s. She's got a lot of time to learn, but that's on her. Damn, Beyonce, y'all better leave Beyonce alone. Beyonce trying to sit out here. She got a tour, damn it. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right. She going on tour soon. Yeah, she got work to do. She don't got time to be babysitting.
Right. And y'all, I think I really do think Chloe going so, people, Chloe going solo, and people were, just constantly on the internet saying, oh, she needs to go solo. I think that got to her head a little too much.
Yeah, it blew
Yeah.
up her ego, and that's why she probably did it. Like, oh, these people are wanting to see me and me alone. No, you need Holly. To be honest, she needs Holly.
She really do.
Exactly.
She really do because this ooh, she's struggling right now. I'm sorry. This girl is struggling. Like they're collectively together, they sound better. I mean, separately their voices are beautiful, but collectively together they sound better. Because just this is not it. What Chloe got going on. It's
Yeah.
not it. And I don't think I don't think she gets it right now. Like these industry girls, these young girls, they're so fucking hard headed, man. They're so hard headed, so hard
For
headed.
real. Can't tell them nothing. Anytime you do is hate. You're a hater. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You start this old girl. She started blocking everybody out her Discord because they were trying to tell her about Chris Brown. I'm like, so you are okay with the problematic stuff? I'm just like, I can't with these. I can't with them. I can't.
Yeah, now Sierra trying to work with him too. I'm like, okay.
Like,
I
okay.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The next time y'all want about these niggas not being shit, I don't want to hear it.
That's why her shit. That's why her shit flopped too.
That's it. Next time when when she tries to go hang out with him and he denies her request, she better not say nothing, cause you knew what you were getting yourself into.
No, Chris Brown. No, Chris Brown. Chris Brown loves Sierra. That's her little lapdog. So he's gonna keep her as close as possible. Same with Kelly. Them all that's left that he can have. He ain't got nobody else.
Yep.
That's it.
They the token, they just the token black girls that he keeps around at this point.
Yeah, defend them because he knows no matter what, they always going to defend them because they're a bunch of pygmies.
Sure enough. And Kelly, like, girl, you need to be quiet. Kelly,
that's why
stop.
she's so irrelevant now.
Exactly.
Like you've been up Beyonce behind for years, and you still behind her. Like, stop.
If she wasn't so stuck on Beyonce, she could have went a lot further. Instead of this, like, oh, what's Beyonce doing next? All that type of stuff. She probably could have gotten further, but no.
But everybody want to overlook Michelle. Like, what y'all not gonna do is overlook my good sis Michelle. Nah.
Exactly. Like all this poor Michelle nonsense. She was one of the backbone vocals of Destiny Child. Y'all ain't gonna disrespect her like that.
Exactly. She was the one that always came through on the bridge with all on like every other song. So like, come on now. Come on. And she was going through a lot of stuff with her mental health and stuff, and with that old whack ass white man she was with. Well, he wasn't whack. Let me take that back. The public was out here making it seem like he was whack. He wasn't a whack dude. He was a preacher and stuff. He was a white guy, and people was just going at her at it, and they just end up breaking up. And she ain't never been with nobody ever since. And I feel so bad that ever since then she wasn't even able to be with nobody else. She's been by herself and stuff, and I think that's so messed up. Like, it's just not fair how Michelle gets treated. I don't like that.
Like, y'all want this woman to be sad and miserable for what? What has she done but live her life?
Right. This lady has a podcast. She talks about mental health in the black community. She's singing again. She's healing. But nobody don't want to hear that because it's, oh, poor Michelle. But you got booty sniffer Kelly though.
Right. Y'all don't get on her as much as y'all get on Michelle, and it ain't fair. Like Michelle, she ain't worried about what Beyonce doing like Kelly is. She just trying to live. Let the woman live.
Mm-hmm. I was glad when she was on The Hidden Singer, The Masked Singer. She did so good.
Yeah, she did.
She did. Yes. She did so good. I'm proud of her, and you know she's healing, and that's what she needs to do. She really needs to do that. And I'm sorry, I can't get with Kelly anyway. Like, girl, like the way she was telling everybody, y'all gonna put some respect on Chris Brown name. I ain't gotta respect that nigga for nothing. Fuck you, girl.
Talking about we gotta give him grace. How many chances will we need to give the nigga?
Right. This man has done so much shit to people. He sat out here. He has stopped Karrueche on multiple occasions. Okay? He beat the shit out of Rihanna. Okay? He's a colorist. He's fat phobic. What the fuck? He's homophobic. You sitting up here telling me I gotta give him... Fuck, girl, fuck you. When the last time you put out some music? Girl, shut the fuck up. Tired her ass.
I really wish Frank Ocean knocked him out, not his bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. Right. Everybody got to give him respect. I ain't giving nobody. I'm not giving him no respect. I will not give a problematic person like that my respect. I'm sorry. No. And I'm really thinking that the Jackson family don't really want to even, you know what I'm saying, let him do the Michael Jackson tribute.
Please don't. Like, Usher, he can still do it. Like, he can still dance. He's still guy. Let Usher do it, please.
Right.
Exactly, please. And I want them to keep it that way, too.
Yeah, like, just let Usher do it.
You see her want to jump in the middle. Like, girl, be quiet and find the rest of your dress that you lifted the Grammys a couple of weeks ago. Girl, stop.
Like, she's another one that's doing too much. Like, definitely. Like, just say you ain't happy being married even though you prayed for the man and be done with.
You know what? I do believe she's trying to bring back the 2003 or 2004 hood chick from within her into 2023. No, we don't need all of that. Y'all, you can keep all that. We don't need it.
Exactly. You are a mother now. You are a wife now. Like, keep all that hood rat mentality back in Atlanta. Like, just stop. Because it's not benefiting you. And every time you try it, you get dragged.
Like, you're a whole mother with these kids. You are owner of, like, a football team now. Like, just stop. You look ridiculous. You look very ridiculous. And your man is out here doing the best he can. And he looked like he's just whipped. And so I'm just like, oh, Lord, this poor man.
Poor Russell.
Yeah.
And he loved that woman. I'm talking about he loved her. Like, do you low-key want to get back with old Future? Just say you do, sis.
I wonder. I think so. Like, you finally got a good man and now you ain't happy. So you want the dog nigga back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, sis. Be true with yourself. Say you want to go back. Say you want to go back to the hood. Just say you want to do that. Ain't nobody gonna get mad. You can take the hood out the girl. You can take the girl from the hood, but you take the hood out the girl.
That's what it seemed like. Even though she trying to act like she classy and bossy. No, you want to go back to the crunk era, just doing all them pop lock and drop it back in the hood like you used to.
Mm-hmm. These celebrities, man, I don't know. They get a little taste of money, and they just lose it. They lose it, and they're fine for a little bit, and they lose it. That's why I'm worried about Ice Spice, man. I mean,
I really am.
I worry about her. I like her, man, and I'm worried that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I don't care for her music like that, but as, you know, personality-wise, when she conducts herself, she makes really good interviews. You know what I'm saying? I like, how she talks about her siblings and her family and stuff like that, and how she protects them, and you know what I'm saying, how she's making money and she can finally provide for them for what they need and stuff like that. She's a fun girl, and I'm afraid that signing with Nicki, man, it just don't sit right, man. It don't sit right with me.
I'm saying the buttermilk ain't clean when it comes to that situation.
Right.
I'm gonna give it 3 months. How long y'all think this gonna last?
No, I'll give it a year. Cause like I said, it's gonna start off cute. I'll give it a year.
Yeah, I'll give it a year too. I give it a year, and then some shit behind the scenes is gonna happen, and then it's gonna go from there. Because Nicki always rides on clout. And that's why I'm like, Ice Spice, watch out, because somebody gonna come behind you and she gonna kick you to the curb.
Yeah, because there's always one to replace you. There's always that person.
Because she did it. She did it with Cardi. She did it with Meg. She did it with Coi Leray. She did it with so many people. I'm just like, child, girl.
I'm surprised she let Bia off the hook. Like, I didn't hear her talking trash about Bia.
Yeah. You know what, Bia, she from New York. She probably scared of Bia.
Yeah, like Bia, she probably can throw some hands if she needed to.
Bia hood chick. No, Bia is straight from the hood. She seen some shit. She probably scared of Bia. She is scared of Bia. Bia Dominican. She's scared. She's scared of her. She's from the Dominican. Bia look like she knows some people. That's probably why she ain't said Nicki. She ain't said nothing to Nicki. She probably told Nicki, say something about me, bitch. Your days are numbered. I'm like,
That could be the reason why. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't hear her say nothing about Bia.
Because she don't talk about certain people. I noticed. There's certain people she don't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, strangely enough, she don't talk about Azalea. Like, I know she's quiet now, but when, Azalea pretty much made it part of her daily routine to drag Nicki didn't say nothing. You noticed that.
I think she's scared of Azalea. Azalea probably got a root on her. But then she say she put a root on her, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
She said that because she said that Cardi B put a root out on Nicki Minaj, and I said, "Oh shit!"
And then Azalea was like, "Girl, I lied."
Because and then got all scared about you believed it. I bet Azalea put a root out on her and don't want to admit it. I'm like, like, you can't be fucking around Azalea. She crazy. You gotta leave her alone. Like you said, she was up here skinning cats in her kitchen and shit.
Oh, Lord, child.
You gotta leave her alone. I would never. Hollywood is weird. Hollywood is Hollywood for a reason. I believe a lot of stuff happened in Hollywood. No, they don't want to say it, but I believe a lot of stuff happened behind closed doors in Hollywood. A lot of it's just too much going on in Hollywood because there's a lot of black actors and actresses that will go off the rails and say some stupid shit. Like, let me tell you what Morgan Freeman, everybody granddaddy had said. So I said Morgan Freeman is like 300 years old. So I'm sick of him. So this is what this man said. Let me go to this. And I can't take this nigga seriously. All right. Where are we at? Here this old nigga said. He said he views the term African Americans and Black History Month as insult. Two things like this, I'm going to read in his voice. The two things I can say publicly that I do not like is Black History Month is an insult. You're going to regulate my history to a month Also, African American is an insult. I don't subscribe to that little black that title. Black people have different titles all the way back to the N word. I do not know how these things get such a grip, but everybody uses African American. What does it really mean? Most black people in this part of the world are mongrels, and you say Africa as it is a country when it's a continent like Europe. You mongrels, so you just refer to black people as dogs?
Huh? Now Morgan.
This is very counterproductive, don't you think?
Now Morgan.
He old, y'all. He old. He's like 300 years old. He was with Moses and shit. He walked with Moses in the Red Sea. He was with Martin Luther King during the Civil Rights Movement. He saw the Civil War happen and shit, so he's old.
But this is a man who pretty much got his big break driving a white woman around. I don't take him serious neither.
Oh God. Did he really? Well,
driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah, driving Miss Daisy. Even though he'd been working for years, he didn't make his big break until he did that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He was old. This was the movie was about. So he was driving for this white lady. And the white lady, she already had niggas working for her anyway. The woman was it Esther Roll who played Florida Evans off a Good Time. She was the damn maid.
Oh. Wow.
And she died in the kitchen just like when Blue went and put them ribs in the kitchen. Then he didn't come back. Died just like him. Girl, the peanuts fell on the floor and she was like, oh no, she's dead. Yep, just like that.
No.
She had nothing but Negroes working for her. I said, look at Morgan Freeman out here just tap dancing in the car for old Miss Daisy. She was just mean to him and shit. I was like, oh Lord have mercy.
He probably liked it low key.
He did. That was his job. Yes, Miss Daisy. What you need today, Miss Daisy? Yes, sir. That's how he was acting the whole time in the movie. My mama loved that movie. I said, "How can you like this shit?" When I seen that, y'all, in the shade room, only thing I could do was just laugh. I'm like, he's old. He's old. He's an old man. He needs to go somewhere and sit down. And Morgan Freeman, I really don't think you need to sit up here and talk when your ass got caught with a white woman.
You got in that car accident cheating on his wife with that white woman.
Right. Don't do that, Morgan Freeman. The ancestors is watching you, buddy. You on thin ice anyway. Don't do that. End up putting your ass back in the Shawshank Redemption. Well, I saw your ass the first damn time. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Stop it.
Y'all see this shit? Hollywood done turned the Negroes' heads into mush, man. Don't know what to do.
Yeah, so I'm like, that was borderline Stacey Dash. So you remember that interview? She was like, "Oh, you need to take away BT and Black History Month and all that type of stuff." Like, girl, shut up.
Now look at Stacey Dash. She's achieved her goal as becoming a white woman. She looks like a whole white lady. The ancestor said, since you want to be a white lady, we're gonna make you a white lady. And then on top of that, forgive me, Jesus. A couple of months after DMX passed, she was crying on her Instagram and her TikTok talking about, I didn't know DMX passed. No one told. Girl, it's been on the news forever. Why are you?
I'm so sorry.
She was legit hurt. She was legit hurt. I'm sitting here like, this is embarrassing.
Coming from a person that's totally white passing.
That part.
I couldn't believe it. She actually said her, she was like, he's gone. No one told me. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, it's you, girl, stop. This is embarrassing. Like, somebody to help her, please. Are you sure you ain't back on drugs? Is she back on drugs? Because you know she had to go to rehab because she was on that sugar booger and shit.
Oh no, not the sugar booger.
Oh girl, she needs to get off the internet. Better yet, someone take her internet and her socials.
She be on TikTok, y'all. Her TikTok is hilarious. I'm like, yep, she back on that shit. Like this girl, she done found out she found out she was black again, y'all. She's so happy. I'm like, you found out you black, but you don't look it. You like a whole Rebecca. Oh, that girl is white. Like she this is what you wanted. Harriet Tubman go snatch Joe Miller and like, give it, bitch. Oh, see, that's what y'all get. Look, black people, you go outside acting like Stacey Dash is gonna happen. That's gonna happen to Candace Owens real soon. Watch this. Candace Owens gonna wake up and she gonna look. Oh no. Candace Owens gonna wake up one day and she ain't gonna have nothing. Nothing.
Not even them crunchy ends.
Them ends. Those crunchy. She knows she wrong for her hair. I'm sorry, man. Look, a silk press can't help that, man. No matter how much you try to do it, every time she put a silk press in her hair, like, what's going on with them edges? Like we got naps, and she gonna probably say, I ain't got naps. I have tightly pressed curls. Bitch, them naps.
Oh my God.
I'm sick of her, y'all. I'm sick of her. I ain't heard much of Candace Owens either. Azalea Banks probably put a curse on her too.
Yeah, she been quiet for a while. Yeah.
Let me tell you why she been quiet. Y'all know Nikocado Avocado? Mm-hmm. Nikocado got avocado got into her ass. I'm like, you let a whole white man do this to you? Oh. Ain't heard from her ass since. I guess she's with her white man trying to figure out some shit. And I guess her and Kanye ain't friends no more. I ain't heard from. Thank you, Kanye, for not talking. I really do appreciate you for not talking. I'm very excited that your school is getting shut down. That makes me very happy. Thank you, Jesus. If y'all don't know,
it's just like, why would y'all take y'all children there in the first place?
And he's charging parents like $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Every month, to take these kids to the school. On top of that, the kids can't bring no outside lunches. They have to eat sushi. Do you know that there's fish allergens? And if these kids eat the raw sushi that you're giving these kids and they die, you can be responsible and you can go to jail. Kanye's such a fucking idiot.
Right.
There's no curriculum in here. Just him talking about the Bible, some math, and some reading. That's it. This is not a school. This is a cult.
So he's not even giving them proper education.
Exactly. Bruh. Why would y'all even who in their right mind wouldn't let Kanye run a school? He's the last person on the universe that you would let run a school for anybody. Look at him. He's crazy. But we haven't heard from him lately. Thank you, Jesus. I'm happy because I'm tired of him. I'm just tired of him. Let's see. I think this is funny about I think this is funny about Morgan Freeman, what he said. This man is just old for no reason, y'all. He's just old.
I'm just like, we just put into a month. No, we just celebrating for the month. Like, obviously, we black 24/7, 365. It ain't like once Black History Month's over, we lose our melanin. Come on now.
Right.
Like, we understand this. We know this. Like, what is your problem? He's so fucking sit down. I think Morgan Freeman is going through his Quincy Jones phase right now.
Oh, stop.
If y'all know, long ago Quincy Jones was just saying a whole bunch of shit. So now he's doing the same thing. Just let him speak. It's him having his Quincy Jones moment, and what's his name? Smokey Robinson. They all here having their old 90-year-old Quincy Jones moment. Well, let me not talk about Smokey Robinson because y'all go out here and support his album Gasms.
Oh my god.
That's what the album real.
Yeah, Gasms.
I can't believe that's real.
It's real. It's on Spotify. Go look up Smokey Robinson on Spotify and you'll see an album called Gasms. Took me out. Took me out.
Oh my god.
Like, you are too old, sir.
Oh my goodness. I'm sick of him. I'm tired of him.
Okay. Alright, let me see. Okay. Alright.
And y'all
When I thought someone photoshopped that, I'm like, this man got a whole set, a whole playlist of singing to the coochie. Okay.
And brother-in-law went to go.
In the world?
Brother-in-law went to listen to the album, talking about I was like, no, don't you sing me none of them songs, because I'm not gonna. No, I don't want to hear that. I'm not trying to get my cheeks clapped to Smokey Robinson singing about some shit like that. Don't do that. Dry me out.
Oh my god.
No, I'm glad that he's still at his age. He can still get around and move his hips and stuff. But I don't know. Singing that stuff to your wife, honey. He can still move around though. Go ahead, Smokey, do your thing. I bet he got him some good like Viagra.
Stop.
Think about it, because he old enough to be somebody's great granddaddy. Like, oh my goodness.
He old too. Smokey Robinson. Oh, y'all, Smokey Robinson is 83 years old.
83.
83 years old.
God.
83. He look good in the face. He look good. He take care of himself. This guy, I don't know. Look, I was about to say something nasty. I guess every morning he wake up, he put some Viagra in his Folgers cup of coffee and just go from there.
Not Folgers. Old people will know they love them some Folgers. I'm sorry.
So did. The best part of waking up, Viagra in his cup. He dropped them things in there. He's dropping Viagra in his cup and dropping dick off. Go ahead, Smokey Robinson. Go ahead and do your thing. He's I cannot do it. Good old Smokey Robinson. Good old shout out to you, Smokey Robinson. You do your thing. Just don't break a hip while you're doing it. I'm scared of his hip. I don't want him to break his hip. He'll be all right. But look, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast tonight. Thank you, Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman for being 600 years old. Thank you, Smokey Robinson, with your hips. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Steve Harvey for looking like Mr. Potato Head. With that being said, y'all have a good night. This is the Hood Action Podcast. We're your host, Gigi. I'm Gigi.
And I'm Amy.
Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night. Y'all bye.
Night.